I am Natalia Gallo and today I am going to read a story. The topic of this story is Katy Can and the Three-Tailed Tigers. By me, by Natalia Gallo. So I start. Once upon a time, there was a faithful girl called Katy Can. She was on the way to see her mom, Mary Mom, when she decided to take a shortcut through faraway forest. It was long before Katy got lost. She looked around, but all she could see were trees. Nervously, she fell into her bag for her favorite toy, Marian the bunny. But Marian the bunny was nowhere to be found. Katy Can began to panic. She felt sure he had packed Marian the bunny. To make matters worse, she was starting to feel hungry. Unexpectedly, she saw a tender tiger dressed in an orange glass disappearing into the trees. How odd, thought Katy. For the want of anything better to do, she decided to follow the peculiarly dressed tiger. Perhaps it could tell him the way out of the forest. Eventually, Katy reached a clearing. She found herself surrounded by houses made from different sorts of food. There was a house made from broccoli, a house made from chips, a house made from pizzas, and a house made from pancakes. Katy could feel her tummy rumbling. Looking at the house did nothing to ease her hunger. "Hello?" she called. "Is anybody there?" Nobody replied. Katy looked at the roof of the closest house and wondered if it would be rude to eat somebody else's she might. Obviously, it would be impolite to eat a whole house, but perhaps it would be considered acceptable to nibble the odd fixture or lick the odd fitted in a time of need. A cackle broke through the air, giving Katy a fright. An ugly woman jumped into the space in front of the house. She was carrying a cage. In that cage was Marian the bunny. "Marian the bunny," shouted Katy. She told the ugly woman, "That's my toy." The ugly woman just shrugged. "Give Marian the bunny back," cried Katy. "Not on your Nelly," said the ugly woman. "And let's let Marian the bunny out of the cage." Before she could reply, three tender tigers rushed in from a footpath on the other side of the clearing. Katy recognized the one in the orange glasses that she seen earlier. The ugly woman seemed to recognize him too. "Hello, big tiger," said the old woman. "Good morning." The tiger noticed Marian the bunny. "Who is this?" "That's Marian the bunny," explained the ugly woman. "Oh, Marian the bunny will look lovely in my house. Give to me," demanded the tiger. The ugly woman shook her head. "Marian the bunny is staying with me." Excuse me?" Katy interrupted. "Marian the bunny lives with me, and not in a cage." Big Tiger ignored her. "Is there nothing you'd try?" he asked the ugly woman. The ugly woman thought for a moment. "They say, I do like to be entertained. I realize him to anybody who can eat a whole front door." This tiger looked at the house made from pancakes and said, "No problem. I could eat an entire house made from pancakes if I want to." "That's nothing," said the next tiger. "I could eat two houses." "There is no need to show off," said the ugly woman. "Just eat one front door, and I let you have Marian the bunny." Katy was feeling very worried. She didn't want the ugly woman to give Marian the bunny to the big tiger. She didn't think Marian the bunny would like living with a tender tiger away from her house and all her other toys. The other two tigers watched with. Big Tiger pulled on his bit a windrobe, a knife, and a fork from his pocket. "I'll eat this whole house," said the Big Tiger. "Just you watch." Big Tiger pulled off on the corner of the front door of the house made from chips. He gulped it down smiling and went back for more, and more, and more. Eventually, Big Tiger started to get bigger, just a little bit bigger at first. But after a few more forkfuls of chips, he grew to the size of a large snowball, and he was every bite as a rum. I don't feel so good," said Big Tiger. Suddenly he started to roll. He rolled so wrong that he could no longer balance. "Help!" he cried as he rolled off down a slope into the forest. The tiger never finished eating the front door made from chips, and Marion the bunny remained trapped in the ugly woman's cage. Average Tiger stepped up and approached the house made from pixel. "I lit this wall house," said Average Tiger. "Just you watch." Average Tiger pulled off a corner of the front of the door of the house made from pixel. She got into the smiling and went back for more, and more, and more. After a while, Average Tiger started to look a little crazy. She grew greener and greener. A woodcutter walked into the clearing. "What is Bush doing here?" he asked. "I am not a bush, I am a tiger," said Average Tiger. "It talks!" exclaimed the woodcutter. "Those talking bushes are the worst kind. I'd be better take it away from somebody gets hurt." "No way!" cried Average Tiger, as the woodcutter picked her up. But the woodcutter ignored her cries and carried the tiger away under his arm. Average Tiger never finished eating the front door, made from pixels, and Marion the bunny remained trapped in the ugly woman's cage. Little Tiger stepped up and approached the house made from pancakes. "I lit this wall house," said Little Tiger. "Just you watch." Little Tiger pulled off a corner on the front door of the house made from pancakes. He got into smiling and went back for more, and more, and more. After 5 or 6 faithfuls, Little Tiger started to feel uncomfortably, and on the spot he stopped eating pancakes for a moment. They grabbed another forkful, but before he could eat it, there came an almighty roar. A bottom horn louder than a rocket taken off, propelling Little Tiger into the sky. "Ah!" cried Little Tiger. "I'm scared of heights." Little Tiger was never seen again, and Little Tiger never finished either the front door made from pancakes, and Marion the bunny remained trapped in the ugly woman's cage. "That's it," said the ugly woman. "I win. I get to keep Marion the bunny." "Not so fast," said Katy. "There is still one front door to go, the front door of a house made from broccoli, and I haven't had a turn yet." "I don't have to give you a tour," laughed the ugly woman. "My game, my rules." The woodcutter's voice carried through the forest. "I think you should give her a chance. It's only fair." "Fine," said the ugly woman. "But you saw what happened to the tigers. She won't last long." "I'll be right back," said Katy. "What?" said the ugly woman. "Where is your sense of impatience? I thought you want Marion the bunny back." Katy ignored the ugly woman and gathered a healthy pile of sticks. She came back to the clearing and started a small campfire. Careful, she broke off a piece of the door of the house made from broccoli and tossed it over the fire. Once it had cooked and cooled just a little, she took a bite. She quickly devoured the whole piece. Katy sat down on her log. "You failed!" crackled the ugly woman. "You were supposed to eat the whole door." "I haven't finished," explained Katy. "I am just waiting for my food to go down." When Katy's food had digested, she broke off another piece of the door made from broccoli. Once more, she tossed her phone over the fire and waited for it to cool just a little. She ate it at a leisurely pace, then waited for it to digest. Eventually, after several sittings, Katy was done the final piece of the door made from broccoli. Careful, she tossed it and allowing to cool just a little, she finished her final course. Katy had eaten the entire front door of the house made from broccoli. The ugly woman stamped her foot angrily. "You must have tricked me," she said. "I don't reward cheating." "I don't think so," said a voice. It was the woodcutter. He walked back into the clearing, carrying his axe. "This girl won fair and square. Now hand over Marion the bunny, or I will chop your house in half. The ugly woman looked horrified. She grabbed her house and placed it behind her. Then, huffing, she opened the door of the cage. Katy hurried over and grabbed Marion the bunny, checking that her favorite toy was all right. Fortunately, Marion the bunny was unhurt. Katy then to the wall cooler, grabbed a quiet souvenir, and hurried on to meet Mary. It was starting to get dark when Katy got to the Mary's house. Her mom threw her arms around her. I was so worried, cried Mary. You are barely light. As Katy described her day, she could tell that Mary didn't believe her, so she grabbed a napkin from her pocket. What's that? Asked Mary. Katy unwrapped a doorknob made from chips. Warren, she said. Mary almost fell off her chair. Then, that's is Katy Can and the Three Tender Tigers. Thanks for listening my story. Bye.